Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome. I'm your host and pilot, Uncle B, as always. Today we are Microsoft Flight Simulator live streaming in the Beechcraft Twin Beach Delta 18 Sierra. We are departing from Shannon. So basically, what we're going to do, we're going to start up, we're going to taxi all the way down yonder to runway 24. We're going to take off. We're going to make a big U-turn and head towards Belfast City Airport up here. Way up yonder. Way up yonder. All the way up there. And so we're going to land here. And we're going to park for a moment wherever they tell us to park. And then we're going to refile. And I'll show you how to do that on the little Garmin system in the Delta 18. And then we're going to head from Shannon, or not, from Belfast City all the way here to Edinburgh. We'll land there and call it a day. So there we go. Just a few clouds for the weather. Hello, EL. So it should be a fairly nice flight. Some nice scenery here over the Irish countryside. And then, so yeah, that's what we got today. Now we do have, and I put in that we don't have a lot of fancy-dancy sort of navigation aids, but we kind of do. We're going to try, and I'm going to see if I can't look to see where we're going to put that in at. We're going to try to tune into that non-directional beacon. Also, we have an ILS approach, so we may tune into that as well. Hello, Joseph. So when we're lining up, we may tune into that, and that'll help guide us in. But we're not doing an actual ILS approach or anything like hitting these. We could, but it's fine. So we may tune it. We'll try this one first. It's off to the side of the runway, so but it'll get us there basically. But we'll see how that goes. We'll try that. So that is our stuff for today, and yeah, so that's what we're up to. I'll give it a few minutes, see if anybody else is going to pop in. I don't know that anybody's going to fly. Allie's setting up a flight for herself for later on this morning, I think, that she's doing in lieu of the next leg of the Amelia Earhart flight. Captain Arash has taken some time off. So, yeah. We'll give it a few minutes. If anybody has any questions or comments or anything, you can put them in the chat now. In some other news, some channel news, possibly, and I don't know. I have to get kind of grips to with it, but we may do stream. I might stream Elder Scrolls Online at some point. I got the game last night. Downloaded it. Was talking to some folks I play Division 2 with, and they have a guild and everything. So we may do that in the near future, possibly. I don't know yet, but we'll see. I have to kind of learn the ropes, so to speak, first before I start thinking about streaming it. But so yeah, possibly we may do that. So, any questions? Anybody not sure what we're doing and would like a further explanation? We've got the time. So if you're not sure about it, something, or you're like, what does this do? What does this mean? Possibly. If I can answer the question, I certainly will. been to Shannon a couple times, and I think kind of where we're departing from, quite honestly, is probably where I pulled into at the airport when I've been there. Once going to Iraq and once going to Afghanistan. We usually pull in at the tail end, and then you go all the way down here, and then all your little there's like a restaurant and duty free shop and all that kind of stuff. Is all, I think, all in this area. But yeah, we usually pulled all the way in down here. So been here a couple times. Actually stayed in Shannon once. I think that was when we were on our way. Actually, it was when I was on my way to Iraq. We got held up in Shannon. They weren't quite ready for us. Good morning, Bex. How are you? They weren't quite ready for us in Iraq yet. So we spent the night somewhere. I don't know where it was. It was a kind of like it was a hotel or something. It had a pub there. I mean, it was crazy because they had. I mean, we drove quite a bit, so we might have been, I don't know where. But anyway, yeah, they had the constables were there the entire time because they did not want us to go anywhere. We were basically on lockdown, but they had the constables were all there for, I think, for almost 24 hours. As soon as we arrived, they were already there at the hotel waiting for us, and we're like, "Oh, great." Uh, but anyway, all right. So yeah, that's what we got today. Let's go ahead and get in here. We'll get the aircraft set up, get our navigation stuff set up. So yeah, there we are. shoot. Thank you. I had it set aside because I was blowing my nose. Thank you, Evac, for the follow. We are doing a flight today here from Shannon, Ireland up to Belfast City and then continuing on to Edinburgh. This is a flight that was posted in FS Hub on the that I have subscribed to. And it doesn't cost you anything. Just to go on there. So, but this is a I think this is from my actual virtual airline, Firefly Air, that somebody created this. So we're doing this little vintage kind of flight today in the Twin Beach. Oh, thank you, Joseph. Mr. Addies, what are you like today? At least I didn't blow my nose on the, not muted or whatever. So that's what we got going on. So it should be a nice little flight. It's got some puffy clouds in the air today. No rain, not like yesterday's flight. So yeah, anyway, so that's what we got. Nothing tomorrow. Monday we'll be back in the Junkers 52 continuing our journey along Florida, and that'll be at the normal time, 7:10 Eastern, 11:10 UTC, 12:10 UK. I forgot, so like if I put the mic up, I flip it up along the side of the thing there, it'll give me I guess it'll kind of mute the mic as well. I didn't realize that, and I totally forgot to. But anyway, so yeah, should be a nice little flight today, I think. So hopefully everybody's doing well on this Saturday. Morning or afternoon. Evening time, depending on where you are. Thank you all for being here. Normally I do not, lately I've not been flying on Saturdays, but I saw this and I was like, this would be a good opportunity to fly this aircraft a little bit more and all that, so here we are. Alright, let's get out here and line up. Hello, Daniel. How are you? Nice to see you here. You made your run to the chip shop yet? Or is that pending? Is that a pending trip? Or did you just get back? You're ready to devour your 2, 3, 5. Right past it. There's that. Okay. Oh, let's lock the tail wheel. Let's see if that gets us. And let's pull back on the props a little bit too. Let's go about 80% on the prop. Put the RPMs down just a little bit. See if we can keep the aircraft a little bit more steady. Just got back. Okay. Good deal. Alright, let's do this as well. Alright, and I think our next heading is 0. Oops. Make sure I have all my 045. Okay. Alright, let's go. Oh boy, this thing is still kind of all over the place. Away we go. I think I've climbed out quite well. You know what? Crusty salute to Shannon Island. I like to go back there to visit. See, when I landed there, I had this crazy assumption that it was actually north, like up by Belfast or something, like way up Northern Ireland. I didn't realize it was in the south or southern part of Ireland. Because, I'd never heard of Shannon before. We'll hand fly it a little while longer. Let's get back on our closer to our magenta line there. Oh boy. Nope. We don't want to go. We have to do this. See, now it's going to. Okay. Now we want to down our 4-5. Probably get a little bit off the throttle there. Away we go. All of a sudden now got quiet in the chat. There we go. All right, we are on our way. And I think we're at a... Let me go a little bit higher. Get up to about 5,000 feet, and I think we'll just live at about 5,000 feet for the rest of the trip. There we go. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Let's see, what is that? 108.0. Tune that in down here as well if we want. Nice. We're on our way. All right. I'm outside here and the cyan and white livery. A little different today. We're on our way. I don't know what else to say. Got all quiet in the chat. We have 134 nautical miles to go. I'm busy eating. What are you talking about? You caught the one on Thursday, Bex. Did you already forget about that? Oh my goodness, Bex, you're killing me. Oh, Bex. Go ahead and ask her, Addies. You know what to ask her, Addies. Ooh. Wow. Ooh, boy, rear. Well, that was a wind gust there. Wow, we just got pushed around there. It was not me. No, I was only looking up here because they do have this cabin light. It does have a red go for like your night vision sort of thing. It lights up. It actually lights up pretty well. But at night, if you want to see your compass, it does have a little light behind it. I guess Eddie's forgot to ask his question. Oh, Bex, what you like? I do like the look of this livery on this. This looks pretty darn good, I think. Yeah, he's probably either on FIFA or who knows. There's no telling with young Addies. You never can tell with him. Let's keep it. Either that or he's eating lunch or taking a nap. Who knows? There's all sorts of stuff that young Joseph might be involved in. As long as it's not illegal. That's all that matters, Joseph. They don't need you getting picked up by the police for illegal activities and whatnot. Yeah, so once we get to kind of reiterating some stuff here, I always feel like I'm not in the correct position, but I am. I don't know why. But anyway, so once we get to Belfast City, here in 17 nautical miles, once we land, we're going to park, and then I'm going to we'll go from Belfast City to Edinburgh, and I'll put the flight plan in this. I'll do that real quick. We're not doing any nav points or whatever, waypoints or anything. We're just going to go straight to Edinburgh. So that's the plan. Now on that one, it will tell us which we can. Matter of fact, let's see, what is the GPH? Preferred runway is 24. Okay. So it'll probably tell us Even though we don't have live weather, it'll probably tell us to go to runway 24 for landing. But yeah, this looks really fantastic. I like this. And sometimes it's nice. The chrome one really does look pretty sharp, but I do kind of like this color scheme on this plane. Waiting for Addie to say, yeah, it does look good. I like it. Yeah, you might be right, Bex. I think he's buggered off again. Probably sitting on his bed and nodded off. Who knows? Oh, I meant, I don't know if Mick is here. If he says hi, I'll ask him this question. If not, I'll ask him later. Because when I was making the flight plan for yesterday's flight, I saw, where Leon Solon isn't far from the Southampton docks. But I was going to ask him if on ETS, if there's like a place that's kind of like Southampton docks that they go to pick up freight, because there's a huge freight yard there, because they have like the big cranes along the dockside that takes the containers off the ships and stacks them up to be put on trucks or trains or whatever for further transportation. Yeah, it's a pretty massive freight yard. So I didn't know if they have something like that, like a place in ETS that they can go to that's there in pardon me, a little burpy this morning, that would be some, like a Southampton sort of area in ETS. I didn't see him online this morning on the Discord, so I don't know, maybe he's been pressed into dad duties or something. I don't know. Get this first picture into the Discord so that when I add my photos, there's picture number 1. As I went to corner shop this morning, a plane was doing some loops, and I thought it was, God, I hope he pulls up. Come on, Bex, you wanted to, like, if you could have, you would have strangled that pilot, huh? You probably were calling them all kinds of dirty names, huh? Uh, Now, was this like a fighter jet, or was this a, uh, regular, like a aerobatic kind of plane? Like it would have been like for a air show or something, or yeah, of course. You were probably you're making me sick, and I'm not even in a plane. Oh, see, I'll post it in mixed Discord for you, Bex. Or I'll send it to you directly. There's a video of this F-16 pilot. Oh my goodness, the way he flies that plane, everybody's like, wow, never thought. Like this guy's like an expert with it. It seems like the way he turns that plane and does all kinds. Everybody's just like, yeah, this guy is definitely a cut above the small. Oh, that's okay. I wasn't sure if it was like a fighter jet, from somewhere nearby that was just, like an air. They were practicing for an air show or something, or if it was just somebody who, like an aerobatic sort of plane. That's probably what it was. It's specifically designed to do that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, I'll send you the link to the. Yeah, that F-16. Boy, the way that pilot flew that plane, it was just like, yeah, it was quite amazing. But it's not like there's no like cockpit view. It's somebody filmed this from the ground, and yeah, they followed it all over the place, and yeah, that pilot was absolutely fantastic. You're the fire. Oh, okay. See, I would think the only time that they can do maneuvers like that, as far as the fighter planes go, is if they're out away from, unless it's an air show, but they generally do all that kind of stuff some away from the populated areas. So, but even at the mock loop, they don't, they just come in and turn, they bank and all that, but they don't do any kind of, they don't go inverted or anything like that. They just do the quick turns left, or they fly sideways one way and then they turn the wings over, and they're. But that's about it. They didn't get crazy like I was back earlier when. Oh, poor Bex was just like, oh, stop. I would like to get to a proper air show one day. And the one that is like the Amelia Island of all air shows apparently is the one there in Oshkosh. I would like to go just once and see everything. You'll get pictures of all, especially the older planes, and the vintage stuff, the vintage warbirds and stuff like that. That would be cool. If I had the money, I would certainly. It would be on the bucket list. If I had the means, I would do the flight in the B-17. That would be phenomenal. Just to say I did it once. Just like my buddy from Southern California, when I used to go to Laguna Seca, he'd always ask me if there's one plane, or not one plane, one car, if you had your wish and you could drive around Laguna Seca, what would be the car? And I always said the 250 GTO from Ferrari. Not that I would drive it, but if I could sit in the passenger seat and have a professional driver drive me around the course just once, just do a couple laps around, that would be phenomenal. But that would be probably very expensive, and the owner of the car would have to say yes. There'd probably be a boatload of paperwork to sign and other, stuff like liability paperwork and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah. So that tells us how much amps we're drawing. Oh, okay. Ooh, it's like 40 degrees Fahrenheit, according to this. Hour and a half away. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd like to see a proper air show. I did go to one a long time ago there at Moffett. They had a B-17, they had a B-25, B-24. Remember the B-17 was there. It wasn't like a huge sort of thing. I think that's when it was still considered a naval air station, although I think NASA was in the process of taking it over as a federal airfield. Yeah, it was. But yeah, the Bay Area, when not that it was bad, but when the Alameda Naval Air Station was open, it wasn't so much at the planes, because that was usually a spot where, when it was Fleet Week, the planes from the aircraft carrier would come in and land there at Alameda, while the ship was coming into port. The carrier and some of the other ships were all coming into San Francisco, but there was a Marine heavy lift unit there with the Super Stallions that are very loud. Yeah, nice. Yeah, but yeah, the Super Stallions were, man, those things were huge. The sound of the engines on that thing, the rotor, like this huge rotor blade. I remember there was one of the more recent Super Stallions landed at Hunter Army Airfield when I was there, and it's a completely different sound than any other helicopter that we have in the Army inventory. It's just, yeah, it's insane. But they used to fly around the Bay Area quite. They would do their hours. They'd take off and go wherever and come back just to do their hours. Yeah, Fleet Week was always something. I did get to see the Blue Angels once there in the Bay Area. That was cool. Never seen the Air Force version is the Thunderbirds. I've never seen them, but I'd like to do that as well, just to see the difference. Who what, Joseph? You say who? What do you mean who? Would you care to elaborate, Joseph? I can't answer your question if I don't know what you mean by who. Scruffy is streaming. We wrap things up if he's still flying. I'm gonna go say hi to Scruffy. Bex said he must be playing. Oh, you, Joseph. Because Bex said this is the first time she's been able to catch a stream, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, you caught the one on Thursday. What'd you forget? And she's like, yeah, I did. So I was like, Joseph, you got to ask Bex your favorite question. Oh my goodness, Joseph. Well, there's only been you, Evac, Daniel, and Bex in the chat so far today. So that narrows down pretty much who she was talking about. I don't know about you sometimes, young man. You didn't say nothing in the chat, and so then that's when Bex said, yeah, he must be playing his game. So either you're on FIFA, or you're on Need for Speed, or Train Sim World 3, or I don't know. Those are the only things I could think of. Yeah. So we certainly weren't talking about Daniel. I don't think Evac said enough for us to determine what he's up to, or whatever they're up to. So it only leaves you, Joseph. Using the power of deduction. Some what's it called? Some Sherlock Holmes stuff. I don't think Bex was talking about your cat. Yeah, the cat's playing the cat's game, hitting a ball of catnip around. See, you were right, Bex. Bex is right. There we go. We might as well just stop Saturday now. Just skip the rest of the day, go right to Sunday. Bex was right. Better post all over Discord. Send it to everybody. Bex was right. Deal with it. Better go get her, Joseph. I think you need to, for a reward for being right, Bex. You need to get Bex a sandwich from Subway. There you go. And some chocolate. You need to get like a chocolate brownie or something, and a sandwich for Bex being right about you playing the game. There you go. See, so I know Daniel well enough that if he was playing, he would say, "Oh, I'm on Train Sim World 3, or I'm doing this or whatever." You know, he'd say, I'm doing the Cajon Pass, or doing, you know, Southeastern High Speed or something, you know. See, you disappear, Joseph, and you say, oh, and then all of a sudden, no, you know, like, you don't say nothing, and you're like, I'm back, and we're like, well, where'd you go? Oh, I was playing GTA. Oh, okay. Yeah. You know, it's no different like when Umbrella says, oh, I'm eating now. Addie disappears and then goes, then my phone, oh, see, then his phone's ringing. Oh my goodness. What a Saturday for poor Joseph. Joseph is Mr. Popular today. Getting phone calls. Oh, but broke off. Ah, I've tried to get. Well, see, you know, that's why I was telling Jody. I said, you know, Cajon Pass compared to Sandpatch Raid actually isn't that bad, because it's broken down into chunks. You know, you don't go from one end all the way to the other, which is would be a very long trip, but you can get from like Victorville to Barstow, right? That's not a bad bit of train, you know, of a route. Versus Sandpatch, it's like you're there for the whole thing, and that can take a couple hours. Yeah, I remember Jody. Oh, she was just so like, oh no, I don't want to do the freight. It's not that bad, really, compared to Sandpatch. Cajon Passes, not that bad. I'd say Cajon Pass is even better than, um, yeah, better than what's the one in Union Pacific? The one in Utah. Can't remember the name of it. So yeah, I think Cajon Pass is phenomenal. But oh yeah, Jody was just like, no, no, I don't want to do it. I'm like, all you do is just go on there, just keep practicing. You'll be fine. Just take some time. You know? I don't want to. Yeah, I do like Cajon Pass. That is actually a pretty darn good route, I think. Cane Creek, that's the one in Utah, Cane Creek. Even um, the one that's set in, it's an old well, it's now run by Norfolk Southern, but it was oh, I can't remember the name of that one either. The vintage one that had the F7 locomotive and all that. See, it's been so long, I don't even remember all the names now. Uh, I'd say even Cajon Pass is better than that. I mean, they're all good in their own way. Um, you know, they have their, I don't know, peculiarities or something. You know, there's just something that is good about all of them in their own way. I'm surprised we haven't talked to you. Huh. Clinchfield, there you go. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, she was not entirely enthused when I said, go home. No, I don't want to. I mean, I didn't like Sand Patch at first because it just didn't, none of it made sense to me, you know. But when I went back to it, I'm like, oh, this isn't that bad. It takes time, you know. That's all. It just takes time. Frequency change approved. How are we talking to Edinburgh approach? We're not even anywhere near Edinburgh. And the deuces. Yeah. Exactly, Daniel. How are we talking to Edinburgh? We're not even to. We still got 37 nautical miles to get to Belfast. That doesn't make it. Somehow we must be in Edinburgh airspace. All this way out here. That's kind of weird. Oh, advert. Yeah, sorry, Daniel. Um. So anyway, yeah. Once you got the hang, like I struggled with London Underground at first, but once you get going on it, it's not that bad. I liked it. What else? There was stuff I was like, oh, I don't know, but then once I tried, I was like, oh, it's not that bad. It's just getting over that whatever fear for some reason people have. But it's very similar to this. Flight sim is people are like, oh, it's going to be exciting, and then they try it and they're like, oh, it's too complicated, or I don't understand anything. Instead of taking their time to learn all this stuff and go through the little in-sim flight school and all that kind of stuff. It's like when I get a PC and a yoke and throttle, I'm going to have to go back through flight school because it's going to be different. I'm going to have to learn how to fly all over again with the yoke and throttle, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, so they, yeah, they're just like, no, I don't want to do these. And that's, you had people like in Joe's chat, like New Model Bus. Oh, I hate the American freight routes. Oh my God, why do they put this stuff in there? Well, if it's DLC, you don't have to buy it. Nobody's forcing you to. If you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. Yeah, exactly, Daniel. That's exactly it. New Model Bus was notorious for that. There's a lot of people who just like, oh, American Freight, oh no. How dare how dare Dovetail Games put that in here? I don't want that. But yeah, if they give it a chance, they're like, just you gotta work through it. Keep trying, and then once you get the hang of it, you're just like, it's not that bad. It's just that I think more than anything, it's because it's slow. That's what they don't like. Everything's got to be quick. Everything's got to be about speed runs. We got to get through this right now. You know. But then even when they had stuff that was fast, like LGV Mediterranean, then they're like, well, there's not really much to do. I go faster. Well, but that's what you wanted. You wanted fast. So they give you fast, and then you say it's too fast. You know, like you're bored with it already. Well, but you wanted fast. You know, some people are just never happy no matter what. That's what I've learned. You give them a decent route, they want speed, they give them speed, and they're just like, oh, that's too fast. You know. Yeah, it's insane. I don't get it, but nope, you can't. Just like, there's people who want there for a while in this sim, people were like, oh, I want more jetliners. And then they get more jetliners, but they're like, well, this isn't really, no, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. Well, nothing is ever going to be as good as you thought it would be. There's always going to be those little weird things that happen that, that you have to kind of contend with. You just have to work through it. And, yeah. I don't know. I don't quite get it. But what can you do? Yeah, the way people, oh my goodness, the way some people just trash stuff. It's like, oh, why can't you just be thankful you have a sim? The people who will buy those routes are still bringing money into Dovetail so that they have money to hire more people or whatever. So you're winning, but just because you don't want to play it and you're like, well, they shouldn't do this. That's revenue lost for them, if you think about it. And that's stupid of them if they do that. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to tank up. I should have put a little more fuel in the tank before we took off. So we're about 21 nautical miles out from Belfast City. Oops. So what we are going to do, well, we're not super high in altitude, so I think we're fine where we are. I'll probably hand fly it in once we're cleared for our approach into Belfast City. I don't know why I almost said Manchester. Two different, very different places. Yeah. Well, I hear a lot of that too in this sim, Daniel. Like, I could see why people feel that way. There's ample evidence, like they just put stuff out and then it's not, it does have a lot of issues, so a lot of people feel like it's, oh, there we go, we got our needles pointing towards our NDB right there. It did just activate, so we were close to that. So yeah, we're just cruising right along here. But yeah, there's a lot of insinuations that Microsoft does that here, especially on the Xbox side. The PC players can go to a developer. They don't have to buy directly through the Xbox in Sim Marketplace. But yeah, things have been leveled against Microsoft regarding that. I think what we're going to do, we're going to put this on. Oops, other way. Just start losing a little bit of altitude here. But yeah, there's always those accusations, I think, in the gaming community overall, that there's some sort of a, but there is, people can say, point to some evidence of some kind to say, yeah, there is a pretty good chance that this is you know, to support their theory. So that's not what I wanted. So we're still not quite close enough to 13 nautical miles. I would think that we would be able to look for EGAC. Should be popping up here in any moment. Yeah, I know. It's one of those. It's a very touchy sort of subject. You know, people. I don't know. Yeah, it's just one of those things that. Oh, there it is, Belfast City, right there. Ooh, wow, it's right there. Look at that. Okay, well, we gotta definitely start slowing down here. Look at that. There you go. Yeah, it's it's one of those. It's a very, I know it's a very touchy subject as far as that they do work. You know, you can say that they work very hard to create something that people will enjoy, but there's still like it's just one of those. I don't know. But if you create something, of course you want to be um, compensated for your creation. You know, but there are companies who create a lot of stuff and then put it out there for free. But they can, if you want to donate or whatever, it's optional. But a lot of people, if they really appreciate it, they'll say, "Yeah, I have no problem donating to your company, whatever." Mug of tea now to wash it down. There you go. All right. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to come back on the prop a little bit more this time to kind of lessen that torque that still exists in this aircraft, or that it seems to be a... so we'll see how we get along with this time, if we can get it on the ground. And I mean, I think we've got a pretty decent sized runway to, if we need to kind of hover over it to bleed off a little bit more speed, we can do that. But it looks like we're coming in at a good angle this time. We're not coming in like super steep or anything. So yeah, once we get, we'll gas up here, because we're not on fumes yet, but we're slowly approaching the hey, we need to get on the ground and get some get some fuel. So we'll do that. And I get all quiet again in the chat. Alright, let me focus on landing here and then we'll catch up in the chat. Now, does anybody know, is Belfast, are they same time as UK time, or are they UTC time? Are they like an hour behind UK, or are they the same as UK time? If anybody knows, I'd be curious to hear the answer. We're starting to climb up a little bit here. Anybody knows? I kind of feel like they'd be like an hour behind UK time. Like it would be UTC time. At least that's my guess. Well, wheels are all down. Face is all itchy. Oop. Little bump, little bump, little bump. Oop, little bump again. Alright, there we go. We're on the ground. On behalf of myself and the entire flight crew, we'd like to welcome you to Belfast City. Local time, I believe, is 12:32 in the afternoon. We understand and appreciate the fact that we have completed leg one of our two-leg journey today. So sit tight. Go get a snack. Go run to the loo. Go walk the dog. Let the cat out. Whatever the case may be. We will be back in the air momentarily. Oops. Not the best landing, but we made it. Oops. Wow, this thing is ready to... All right, right there. Oh. Yeah, I gotta change that, Daniel. A lot of people come in with the 21. Daniel, what in the world? Wow. Okay. Oops. So yeah, go get all the stuff or whatever. We're gonna stop here for just a moment. I'm gonna pause the game and then we'll. Yeah, I gotta change that. Yeah, if there's like excessive emotes, it automatically deletes it and times you out for 5 seconds. Oh, wow. Okay, but it seemed like it thought it was more than that for some reason. Okay. Sorry, Daniel. I did not know that. It just said that was excessive, but 2 should not be excessive. 2 should be like, that's pretty reasonable. Okay. So first off, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and gas up all the, put some more fuel in the tank. Put in. There we go. And, oh, co-pilot. Should be like 180. We can put some baggage in the back. Oop, not 750. Ooh, no. 75 and 75. No, not 750. Whew. Goodness gracious. All right, let's have a look now. I think we might be able to see the luggage in the back. I don't know. Nope. But check this out, right? If you have a... Look at this posh table. Look at that. Ooh, look at that, all fancy. No, I put like... Oh, 22. Okay, yeah, that's excessive. 2 is fine. 22 is a bit much. All right, let me run to the little captain's room, and we will be back in the air in just a moment, folks. We'll put the stuff in, and then we'll get back in the air. We'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let me make sure we're caught up here on the stream. Refresh that. All right, there we are. All right, let's do this now. So now, let's go over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to flight plan. We're going to clear, we got to push that. And we're going to clear that out. Clear. Oh, we could have left that there. So we're going to go, E. G. A. C, enter. And then we're going to scroll down one, and we're going to go to P. H. Enter. So flight plan. So there we are. It's got our stuff in here. Now, interestingly enough, right? So it has this, if we zoom out, right? All the way to, it has this weird sort of, we're going to fly out. Like there's some kind of a weird, something is happening there. So let's, I don't know why it does that, why it's doing that. All right, let's see if we go. Yeah, it's kind of an odd. Huh. Okay, interesting. So let's see. EGPH. Let's see what our approaches are like. So we have 6 or 24. These are runways. I don't think there's a. Let me just double check here. EGAC to EGPH. Oops. I don't think there's a. There is one there. So we can do in 368 here. 3. 6. 8. Frequency swap. There we go. And does it? There's no ILS frequency, I don't think. But we can find that. There should be, but I don't know which one, which way we're going to come in at. Or 1089. So we can dial that in now. And all right. So we can do that if we want. Okay. So now we're going to call and say we're ready for departure. And go to the north again. All right. Alright, so basically, looks like we're going to cross over here. Why did it not acknowledge? Alright, let's go. So we came in on we landed on 04. So we're going to go all the way down to the other end there, I believe. So if we can, what we'll do, see now we're not even getting a taxi ribbon. That's interesting. Huh. So it'll tell us right here, if we go up to this sign, it should tell us which way 22 is, which should be to our right. So you'll see these little markers right there. So yeah, 22 is to the right. There's 04 and then 22. Okay. So I don't know, is there a taxiway over there? I'm not sure there is one. I mean, this doesn't seem like a very busy airport, so we can... Hey, there's Gibbo Ireland from Two-Tone Murphy. There on the other side of the hill. I had a Gibbo sighting. I should take a picture of that. Matter of fact, let's do that real quick. Let me stop here on the runway. I want to get a picture of that. Ooh. There we go. All right. All right. Now see him. All right. See, I don't. Maybe there was a taxiway over there, but that doesn't. That seems like a road, kind of like in the tree line. But that's okay. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to turn on a heading of 048 degrees. Once we're in the air, for 117 nautical miles. This is the shorter leg of the two. I probably put a little too much fuel in, but that's okay. We'll make sure we have enough. We did have enough to get here, so certainly 50% fuel load should do the trick, but actually we'll put like 55 in on this one. We'll take 10% off just to... Let's stop here for a second and let them know that we're here at the runway. crusty salute. Alright, let's get it out there on the runway, and then we'll we're not quite straight there. Come on. There we go. Alright. Let's flap down. I think we can take a little bit of trim off. So we are in 216. Six. We'll be back on the air in a moment, folks. All right, let's do this. I'm just going to go ahead and make that available just in case we got to acknowledge anything, but I think we should be okay. Oh, what happened now? Hold on a second, folks. Okay, it's not a message. Okay. Just want to make sure nobody was sending. Oh, lock the tail wheel, numpty. I think if we keep that at 70, I think we'll be okay. 70% on the. Nope, see, look, it's starting to dance a little bit. Ooh, wow. Boy, it is really, wow, this thing is all over the place. Woo. Goodness gracious. Come on, co-pilot, you need to be talking to the thing. Gee whiz. Numpty. You're not helping me here. Man. Hard to find good help these days, I swear. Now it's going to start going all kinds of wonky on me. Man, I don't know, like, I think when I went to run to the restroom, the little captain's room, the co-pilot was like, yeah, I can't be bothered to go the rest of the way. I'm done. I'm not going to work anymore today. Oh my goodness. Man. Boy, this thing is just wanting to go, just nose right over. And then it's like, now it's going to go like almost straight up in the air. I'm going to have to worry about freaking stalling. Oh my goodness, see? Oh my goodness. Boy, I cannot get this thing to just settle down for a second. Oh, I think I know what it... Wait. Alright, let's go ahead and put the autopilot on. We'll just do a little bit of altitude. Yeah, numpty. Come on, co-pilot. You gotta help out. Gee whiz. Maybe because I should have put 1 here again? That's about your level of intelligence. Flippin' heck. Alright, so we want, what did I say it was? 048? Anyways. So obviously, if you do it this way, you're going to get all kinds of craziness. Your co-pilot's suddenly going to not want to talk. Alright, I think we're good on the altitude now. Man. Well, that's a lesson learned, huh? Your hired help is not going to help you much. if you do it that way. All right, so we got 107 nautical miles to go to get to Edinburgh. Should be a very quick trip, it looks like. It says 35 minutes to our destination. Yeah. So this is the much I forgot to take a little bit of fuel off. I said I would. Oh well, that's all right. Flight through the clouds here. We get a little bit of burst of wind. Make Bex grab her chair. Oh my god, it's gonna crash. Rob's not even flying like a jackass today. All right, let's zip this up to 80 just to. That seemed to work out pretty good. That might have been part of the problem, but even it's weird. There's just no like plane just wants to do its own thing when we're taking off, you know. Man, well, definitely going to need some more practice in this one, but that's okay. That's what we like to do. We like to practice, get our become better at what we do whenever possible. Oh, hold on a second. All right. Looks like we are... Ooh, shoot. Oh my god. And now I'm like acting like a jackass. Only forgetting how to fly. Alright, we're still on our way. Alright, good stuff. Okay. You don't understand why my co-pilot suddenly stopped talking. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Well, thank you all for coming in and hanging out today. Bit of a learning lesson. Never trust your co-pilot to stick with you the entire time. Goodness. Your hired help might just dip out on you. You never know until they don't do their job. I'm gonna have to put an ad in the local paper for a new co-pilot. Well, thank you, Joseph. Oh, don't go getting all tender now, Addies. This isn't the Hallmark Channel. Let's see if that fixes it. Oh, just busy. It's fine. I wouldn't expect anything less. Busy Bex, nice to see. Oh, Bex likes to relax. It's Saturday. Bex shouldn't be busy on a Saturday. Bex should be feet up, relaxing. Beck should be like, you know, in that Calgon, Calgon, take me away. I never liked. Well, I didn't mind when I was working at the community college and working in the dark room. I didn't mind it, but often his jobs have played some games. Okay. Sometimes I didn't mind working on a Saturday. Other times it's just like, oh, what sort of silliness is going to happen today in the dark room? You know, students like, oh, I got to leave. I got to go to work, but I got to get this film process. Not really my job, is it? I'm not here to do that for you. That's it's your grade, not mine. I already got my grade. Yeah, I did have a student did that one time. Came in on a Saturday, started processing. Oh, I can't finish it all. I gotta go to work. So I'm like, all right, I'll help you this one time, but just don't make this a habit. But I emailed the instructor and told the instructor what happened. They're like, well, thanks for telling me. That's not cool. Did the students think that they don't talk to their instructors? Come on now, you should know better. All right, let's do another picture here outside real quick before we gotta get oh my god. So, I don't know what it is. All of a sudden today it's like I can't. Oh, there we go. I like that. Let's get a little bit closer. There we go. I like that. There we are. Vanguard. Uh-oh. Are you going to try to get Chris in there, Bex, and kick his butt? Give him a what for? More ads coming up, folks. Sorry. Matter of fact, I'm just going to run them right now. Hello, Amela. I know Amela can see what I'm doing since Amela's a sub. So, hello, Amela. How are you? Nice to see you. We are on our second leg. We just landed at Belfast City. We are on our way to Edinburgh. We have 69 nautical miles to go. Speaking of that number, I've heard something the other day. And it's mind-blowing. Okay. Shoot. God, why does it do that? Nope. The co-pilot is not working. I don't get it. I'm good, thanks. So I've never heard of this term before. But I heard it yesterday, and it's like, wow. And the term is ethically non-monogamous, meaning that if you're married, now get this. This is what blows my mind. Apparently, the women who post like in dating apps, right? That they are ethically non-monogamous, they put in the chat in their description that they have been encouraged by their husband to be ethically non-monogamous. And it's like, if your husband came to you and said, "Hey, let's have an ethically non-monogamous relationship," right? If I was kind of looking at it, it's like, so it sounds to me like your husband was already cheating on you and said, hey, why don't we do this? and it'll be fantastic. And it's like, so yeah, some people like, yeah, I think that's a great idea. It's just, it's mind blowing, but it's ENM, ethically non monogamous, meaning that you and your significant other have agreed to sleep with other people. And you're okay, but you're staying married. You love each other. I'm like, that doesn't, something seems very wrong about that. I don't know, I can't put my finger on it, but I kind of feel like there's something really wrong with that. I'd never heard that term before. Ethically non-monogamous. But it reminded me, somebody I knew when I was at Fort Sam for medic school. There was him and his wife called it Executive Order 69. Yeah, exactly. And so basically, he could mess around, but what his wife said was, "Don't fall in love with nobody else. You're still my husband. You can sleep around." But she had the, according to him, he said, she has the authority to revoke Executive Order 69 at any time she wants, and I can't do anything to stop it. It's her, it's all on her. And I'm just like, God, that is just, wow. I never heard that term before, but apparently that is the new thing on dating apps. People who are ethically non-monogamous. I'm just like, what world are we living in now? I've never. Wow. That's insane. I love you, but I think we should sleep with other people. But we stay married. Don't forget. Wow. That's that's just insane. Oh my goodness. Never heard of such a thing before. I learn something new all the time, and sometimes when I learn it, I'm just like, what? Why? Why would you do this? I would think that if I was in a relationship and I suggested that to somebody, the other person would say, you know what? I think we should just not have a relationship anymore. If that's what you want to do, then why are we even together? Yeah, mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Now, of course, on a dating app, somebody could put that in and say, "Oh my," they could put that and say, "Oh yeah, my husband's encouraged me to have this relationship." To have intimate relationships with other people outside of our marriage, but but that there may be no truth to that at all. It's maybe they're doing it and they're saying that they've been encouraged to do it, but they really haven't. It's their own choice, and they're like, yeah, I want to do this because, just because. But if I say that I've got the permission, then I don't feel like such a bad person. Anyways, yeah. It's wow. The internet sometimes teaches you things that you just. I don't think I really wanted to learn this. What happened? What happened to humanity? Oh, anyways. We are 51, almost 50 nautical miles to Edinburgh. I don't know which runway we are going to be instructed to land on, but when we get there, we'll handle it. once we call in. Yeah, me too, Mel. Yeah, and I think a lot of it's just due to um, social media. You know that this sort of thing is been normalized thanks to social media. Because I'm positive 25 so years ago, if somebody suggested that, the other person would have been like, then I'm filing for divorce. You know, there's no point in you know. But it's like people don't. But again, I could be wrong. But it seems to me that if somebody suggests that to you, chances are they're already having outside relationships. They're saying it because then that makes them feel good about their indiscretions, I guess. I don't know. It's just mind blowing. But I mean, both parties. I mean, if you agree to it, there's something really wrong with you as well. I'm sorry, but two wrongs don't make a right. But man, I wouldn't want to even get mixed up in something like that. That just sounds like a hot mess that is not going to end well. All right, 42 nautical miles to go. We're just about 41 now. Just under 42. Just clicked over. We'll start doing a little bit of a slow descent here shortly. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that now because it seemed to me that when we did it before, we kind of just... we were not prepared. It was kind of like a quick... we weren't really prepared for our... to get ready to land. So we're going to try to go a little bit... start a slow descent now. So we'll be in much better position, I think, this time around. Let's see if I would not expect EGPH to be on our list yet. No. We still got quite a bit of ways to go before it's on the list. But anyway, so that's your Saturday news. All the news that's not really fit to tell Addies. I worry about the future of the world at your age, Addies. That is just... I couldn't imagine being a young person now. I really could not. Alright, let's go ahead and tune into our ILS frequency. We'll get our... once we know which runway we're landing on, we'll know which is our final approach heading. So our ADF needle, our automatic direction finder, which we did tune into a non-directional beacon, but it does give us a heading, and that non-directional beacon is right there. It's just at the top of the map there. So we're almost done, folks. Once we are on the ground, we will wrap it up and call it a day. Be back Monday in the Ukers 52, continuing our flight down Florida, along the Atlantic coast of Florida. We'll go all the way down to Key West and then come back around the Gulf Coast area. Alright, now I should be able to call into... There it is, right there. Two four. Alright, that's what I had a feeling was going to happen. 2-4. Okay. Now it wants to work. Okay. Well, there we go. All right, so what we're going to do, I think, decisions. What's our 3,000 feet? Okay. Ooh, look at the windmills are here. Look at that. And are they turning? I thought they were turning. Yep, looks like they're slowly turning. So Edinburgh should be 26 nautical miles. So we'll get a little bit closer and then we're going to hang a right. Okay. I'm trying to remember where, like, the pattern entry sort of thing would be. Yeah, I would agree with that, Amela. And a lot of that's, I think, in large part due to thanks to social media. Yeah, it's a much stranger world we live in, that's for sure. Slowing down just a bit here. I'm thinking where those aircraft are right there. That's got to, I'm almost positive that's Edinburgh right there. Oh, yeah, it's all right. No, it's all good. But yes, to remind you, if you forgot already, it was sushi. I'm trying to see if I can convince Joseph to try some eel, sushi eel sushi with some what's it called? Not sweet and sour sauce, but there's a sauce that they put over it, and then some sesame seeds as well. What do you say, Joseph? You want to? What's yours? So, Joseph, do you think you want to try something like that? Try some eel sometime? I'll pass. Oh, come on, Bex. It's not that bad. teriyaki sauce. That's what it is. Never had it? Oh, it's good, Joseph. It's good. It's really tasty. My mom still to this day, she still cannot believe that I eat sushi. She's just like, how? How did you, where did this come from? I didn't teach you about it. Yes, Amilla. Oh. Oh, I get it through my sushi that I get it through Wegmans. They have a sushi place, but it's nothing super fancy. It's either shrimp, salmon, tuna, yellowtail. That's about it. They don't never have like the really, more, what's the word? The posher sushi, I guess. In Savannah, there was a couple places that had sushi, but the sushi place there at the commissary had a lot more available. That's where I started trying the eel. With the teriyaki sauce and then the soy sauce and wasabi, it's actually not that bad. But if you don't think about it and you just eat it, it's not bad. But if you're like, oh, it's eel, yeah, then you're gonna be like, you'll never try it. But I tried sushi for the first time when I was living in California, and somebody I was dating at the time, she took me to a place called Sushi Lovers. It's like a traditional sushi place that has like the little boats with the food on it, with the sushi, and you just take the plates off of the little boats as they go around, and then the price, the style of the plate, the little plate, that indicates the price, and so you stack them all up, and then somebody comes by and collects them all up and adds it and brings you the bill, and you can rack up quite a lot of money on a sushi bill like that. It can get very expensive very quickly, and you don't even realize it. Because you're just eating, you're trying all this stuff, and you're like, oh, it's fantastic. And then all of a sudden you got like a $90 sushi bill. Because places like that, they have the best quality fish. They don't just buy garbage stuff. They buy, they get the best stuff. Hold on a second before I forget here. Final approach 241. So, but yeah, it can get very expensive. 241. Oh, I'm gonna stall. Goodness gracious, this thing, it's like 241. 241. But yeah, it's if you're gonna try sushi, I would highly recommend going to an actual shop that has quality stuff. They don't just give you garbage fish. Because if it's poor quality, what you're gonna get sick. So, but it is expensive. I would like to go to an actual sushi place. He didn't know what was inside. They do have like the vegetarian rolls that have like cucumber, or is it avocado, cucumber? It's not that bad. Like there's no fish really, but they call it, I think it's like a California roll or something. There's like there's no fish at all. But yeah, See, I didn't have to put so much fuel in this time. I'm either just about there as far as fuel consumption goes, or I don't know. It's one of those weird things. Alright, let's drop that back a little bit. But yeah, it's expensive. Like, it's not. But yeah, if you're gonna try it, go somewhere at least reputable, like a really decent actual sushi place, not anywhere else. Oh yeah, I do too. I like the vintage look. But yeah, I tried all kinds. I think that's when I did try eel, was at that sushi lovers place. We tried a little bit of everything, and that was the first time I tried wasabi with the soy sauce, and I was like, oh my, it cleared my sinuses out right away. Like, I was just like, oh man, what is this stuff? I'd never heard of it before. All right, we're going to land here shortly. I hope. I don't think that person's on the runway, but you never know. See, the needle's following the NDB there behind us as we've gone past it. That needle turns towards where it's actually located on the ground. Good stuff. So we know that works. Sushi wrap. Oh, I'm still passing. I mean, I never thought I would like it. And, the gal I was dating at the time said, hey, if we'll try a few things. If you don't like it, we'll leave. I'll pay the and she paid for it. It wasn't. She took me there. I didn't pay the bill. She did. You don't like sushi at all. Well, then you definitely won't like eel Addies. But there are, like, you can get stuff that's cooked, or you can get like the vegetable stuff, like that has the cucumber and avocado and stuff like that. It's not that bad. So there is sushi that's not fish related. It's just everybody, when you say sushi, everybody's like, oh, raw fish, raw. That's not bad. But it really depends on where you go to get it. That's the key. Oh, they're taking. But it is an acquired taste. Like, it's not for everybody, that's for sure. But like I said, my mom, if when I go, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like if I go visit my folks, I think one of the times after I started eating sushi, like on a fairly, not a regular basis, but I was like on a sushi kick, I'd ask my mom, like, hey, is there a sushi place up? She's like, what? No. I'm like, really? No, there's no. Why would you want sushi? I like sushi. Yeah, it's definitely it's an acquired taste. It's but you have to be careful about where you go to get it. That's the main thing. Because if you have a bad experience, you'll swear it off forever. But it's like, oh, maybe you just had some bad, wasn't prepared correctly, or the fish was it was already a bit suspect, but they put it out there anyway. So. Like I said, I get it. It's not for everybody. Or is my co-pilot going to actually work now? Oh, thank goodness. I hate trying to do the radio and fly on approach. All right. Alright folks, well thank you all once again for coming in and hanging out today. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you've enjoyed the flying. Or insane co-pilot who decided to stop working on takeoff, and now suddenly when we're landing, oh, I can be bothered now. Fired. I have to fire the co-pilot. Find another co-pilot. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ooh, I see a bridge that should be flown under. Ooh, 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 uh-oh. Robert has an idea for something fun real quick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what could it be? I don't know, we might have to pull out a jet real quick and take a trip under the bridge. Can we do it? Should we do it? I think we should. I don't know. See, there's one bridge for sure I could clear. The second one might be a little too low. Yeah, see, that the other one might be a little too low for me to squeeze through there, but you might have to look from the air. Can't. I see some bridges, Joseph, and I'm thinking about flying underneath them. You could probably take off in the F-14 from right here, go out a little bit, hang a right, come back up over the water there, and fly under the bridges. But there's a second bridge that looks kind of low, like an old railroad bridge or something, maybe. So there might be a lot less room to squeeze through there. Half tempted. I've not flown under a bridge in a while. It's quite tempting. It's quite tempting. Let me focus on landing this first. How about that? A little bit, getting pushed a little bit around here. Come on, plane, settle down. Really all over the place right now. Ooh, oop, little bump, little bump, little bump, little bump, little bump. Little bump again. Sorry, folks. Ugh. Boy. Oh, I know what the problem is. I did not unlock the tail wheel. Unlock, unlock, unlock. There we go. All right. Welcome, on behalf of myself and the entire flight crew, we'd like to welcome you to Edinburgh International Airport. Local time, I do believe, is 2:43 in the afternoon, possibly. I'm not 100% sure. We understand, appreciate the fact that I'm being encouraged to fly under some bridges. Yeah, can I get the taxiway there, Jerky? Goodness gracious. It's not a taxiway, that's just a regular little road. There's an X there that says don't turn. Yeah, it was an okay landing. Yeah, it wasn't the best. It was a little bit bumpy, but it was like the plane was kind of getting pushed everywhere. But we made it. I forgot to unlock the steering wheel. The tail wheel there. Not the steering wheel, the tail wheel. Yeah, I'll turn when I get there. Is that okay? Goodness, it's like all the crazy stuff you hear on the GPS stuff. Turn now, but I'm not at the intersection yet. Bitch, you should turn now. No. Goodness. I don't. Wow. Okay. I am kind of tempted though. But we'd have to do a recon though. Couldn't just do it. We'd have to pass over and see. I guess we could do that. We could have a quick look in the F-14. I suppose we could give it a shot real quick. Why not? Just to wrap things up on a Saturday. We've not done it in a while, so we might give that a shot. There's only one F-14 I think is suitable for the job. We have to call VF-84 back on duty, even though it does live on. It's an F-18 squadron. I think the Jolly Rogers are up to the task. Yeah, we won't do the start. Well, you know, we could do the startup. Why not? We could do that. Just because I get the nice little tingles with the engine starting up. We like the tingles, don't we, folks? Joseph, you like the tingles? You like the tingles, don't you? You know what I'm talking about, right, Joseph? If you know what I mean, and I think you do. Oh yes, Bex. Yep. I won't go too. I promise I won't do any loop-de-loos or fly upside down. We're gonna take off. We're just gonna head out over there. If there's I don't mind. Do I have any pets? No, I do not. I used to have a cat long time ago when I was a kid. I did have a cat, but no, I do not have any pets here. I have considered, and some people have given me some information about getting a I guess you call them therapy dogs, or it's basically like a dog that is trained to like if you have depression or anxiety or whatever, like they or PTSD, like they kind of come up and will sit down with you and all that. Do some tricks. I don't know. Bex might give me some choice curse words if I do that. Yeah, but I did have a cat growing up. We got her as a kitten, and she lived quite a long time. Quite longer than most people would have expected, but we had to put her to sleep because she was too old. She was starting to get all fussy and stuff, and yeah. All right, let's shut this down. Let me get my hours in real quick. Oh, it just gave us the whole trip. Oh, we got credit for 1 takeoff and 2 landings. Nice. I like that. Let me put my stuff in here real quick, and then we'll give it a go. If it doesn't look like there's any room, we'll stop right there. I promise. Let's get this Beechcraft Delta. There it is right there. We'll use that. $11.17 EGPH 12 nope 1308 stopped off at EGAC before heading to EGPH. Submit. There we go. All right. I'll get all that later. All right, here we go. All right, let's go here. Is my there it is. We got to get the VF-84 back on active duty just for now. EGPH. No, that's a gate. Be a good. Let's go right there. Let's put the sun on so we're not the menu music. No, I don't. No, I turn the music off. Clear skies. There we go. But no, I do not have the menu. I turned all that off eventually. Because like most streamers, it's like, well, would I get a copyright strike? Even though it's not like, I don't think it's like copyrighted music. I just didn't want to take any chances. No, because sometimes when I fly on my own, I do have music I play through Spotify. But, all right, let's put that down. Let's get the canopy open. On. Here we go. Here it comes. Oops. Oh, there's that glorious sound. Get the tingles. Love it.
Edinburgh ground victory 2-0.
Oh, we're ready now. We're ready to go now. We have some bridges that need to be disrespected. They were like, "Ooh, Uncle B, fly under us, fly under us. You promise it'll be fun." You have a great time. We're going to be ready for an immediate departure. We might not even. Well, no, we'll stop. We'll do the little stop at the end and then hit the throttles. We don't want to pass up that opportunity. Wake up the folks here in Edinburgh. It's afternoon there. What am I talking about? They should be wide awake. Unless they was out drinking late last night. Bex is probably already hiding her face. I can't believe it. He's doing this. Oh no.
Tower victory 200, ready for straight out departure at runway 24.
You know, when I flew out of here the other day in the a couple weeks ago or so in the BN2, I saw the bridges and I didn't even think nothing of it. And now when I saw them coming into Edinburgh now, I'm like, wait a second. Hold up. So this could go very well or it may end in disaster. One of the two. We'll see. All right, there we go. I think we're all set otherwise. We don't need to, we're not going to put the autopilot system on. We're just going to go. Okay. All right, it looks like we might be able to do it. There's 3 bridges. The 2 right here I think I could clear. It's this one that might be a bit suspect. But let's go fly over them and have a look, see. Let's see. Well, I think I see a path of least resistance. If we come in from this direction here, and we fly between here, we might be able to line it up and get right there. All right, let's give it a shot, folks. Either this is going to go very well or it's going to end badly, like I said. It looks like we have enough room, possibly, but looks can be deceiving sometimes. That's the one thing I learned in this sim. Sometimes it looks like there's clearance, and other times it's like, maybe not. Maybe not. Add a little bit of throttle so we don't stall. Not that I think we're in danger of stalling, but so we have a plan. Let's see if we can execute the plan. Never pass up a chance to try to fly under a bridge or 2 or 3. We've not done that in a while. We've been good. We've behaved ourselves for some time now. That's the way I look at it. We've behaved. Now it's time to misbehave. All right, here we go. We got to get a lot lower here. Ooh, boy, I think I clipped that one. Ooh, oop, up, 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 up. Oh, yes! Ta-da! We did it. We did it. Woo! We misbehaved, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. Dun, 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 dun. Just because we could. Bex, were you like hiding your face and everything? Did you cover your face with the pillow? Ah, it's nice to misbehave, isn't it? It sure is. I like it. Boy, that was tough. Like but I did hit something. I think I could feel it in the plane. No, I saw it. Oh, Bex was brave enough to say, "I'm going to watch this, and I'm going to laugh if he crashes." And be like, "I told you, you shouldn't have done it." All right, let's call into Edinburgh for landing. Why not? No, 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 Joseph. Once is enough. If you do it twice, you're gonna probably no. We're not gonna tempt fate. No, we did it. We misbehaved. Now it's time to behave again. No. Not shabby for just having a quick look and saying we might be able to. But see, I think I came in this way. I should have been over here, and then we could have gone over that way. But we made it. We made it work. That's all good. No, we tempted fate once. We don't tempt it again. I'll take that. It's a nice victory for victory 2-0. See, that's why we bring the Jolly Rogers out. Victory is the call sign. We had victory over the bridges and the water. barely, barely, barely did it, but we made it. So we'll take that victory. Never go wrong in the Jolly Rogers. We got to get a picture there real quick as we're coming in for approach. How about that? Never hurts to... Wait, where's my plane? Wait a minute. Why am I... Oh, there it is. Ta-da! Alright. Let's do this real quick. I got to get the... Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful shot right there. Okay. We gotta get back in the oop, not there, not there. We gotta get back in the flight deck. Not that. Duh. Whew. Okay, there we go. Goodness. No, we already tempted fate once, and no. But we misbehave. We did our misbehaving. Now it's time to be good again. That's a good way to cap off the end of the stream. We've been going for quite a while. So, there we are. Thank you all again for sure for coming in today, hanging out. Nice to see you all here. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's shenanigans. Everybody say thank you to Bex. Sometimes we say thank you to Addies. Today we're saying thank you, Bex. Thank you, Bex. Just because. We like to thank our viewers. Today it's you. Everybody say thank you, Bex. Thank you, Bex. Okay. You're, it's Addie's pleasure. Apparently it's so apparently Bex, it's not you. It's Addie's. Addie's has his own agenda apparently. There you go. Daniel's on board. Daniel knows what's up. Joseph, there you go. Bex finally gave Joseph a taste of his own medicine. Oh, yeah, we're starting to get a little bit of leaves falling here as well, Amela, in the back parking lot here. It's going to be covered in leaves here pretty soon before I know it. Not that I have to clean it up, but I would like to get to some areas that have some nice fall colors. Get some pictures, but I don't know when or if I'll be able to do that. Excuse me. See, all that flying made me turn me into Burpy Burperton. Get the spray. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got to keep all that clear. Otherwise, the third rail's going to have some issues, I would imagine. See, in the Bay Area on BART, it has that, like a plastic cover that goes over the third rail for to cover that. So when it rains or anything, it automatically is protected. Oh, well, quite a Saturday, hasn't it been? Quite a Saturday. We've had quite the adventure. Had a little bit of bridge fun that we haven't had in quite some time. Finally, we got to misbehave a little bit. Thank you all for the suggestions to misbehave. It's always a good time. Ooh, uh-oh. Now I'm going to do a numpty landing. Ooh, rough landing. Love trains too much. Not wrong with that. There's worse things to love, I guess. There's definitely worse things to love than trains. If you love trains, there's nothing wrong with that, that's for sure. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, Bex. If Amela had a choice between loving trains and loving food, I think Amela would choose food. That was all right, Joseph. It wasn't the best. It was a little rough landing, but we made it.
Taxiing to General Aviation parking using taxiway Bravo Alpha Lima Golf Mike Quebec 15200.
I have to admit, that was not too shabby with this standard controller. Not too shabby. Amela east too much. No, Amela does not east too much, and Amela does not eat too much. Amela eats what Amela can handle. That's the key. Everybody has a different, I don't know, ability to consume food. Some people have a high metabolism and can just eat and it doesn't, nothing happens, you know. They never get overweight. And other people, they have one frickin' marshmallow and they, you know, or they have one hamburger from Wendy's or something and they gain like 80 pounds or something. My metabolism used to be quite phenomenal when I was younger. I could eat food and nothing. All of a sudden, we get older. That's not always the case. It's not always the case. And we're going to go right to the parking spot we were at just a moment ago, it looks like. Yep, I think we're parking the same spot. Yeah, some people just have a naturally high metabolism. They can eat all day just about and doesn't affect them in any way. Other people have 2 or 3 potato chips. I haven't eaten. I just had some fudge mint cookies this morning with my coffee. So I am going to eat something else. I don't know what yet for a late breakfast, maybe almost early lunch. Get the wings set for storage position, as they would on the aircraft carrier. Once they landed, they would put the wings back so they could park, save a little bit of space. Bet you didn't know that. Who knew that besides me? Anybody else know that? That's why when they landed on the aircraft carrier, they would put the wings back? No, gotta go a little bit forward, just a bit more. We want that green box to disappear. There it goes. Oh, now the tingles are gone. Sad face. 12 minutes. Look at that. Fan flippin-tastic. Well, of that will definitely do it for today, folks. I do greatly appreciate. We went quite longer than we normally would. We don't like to do too long of a stream, but we had a couple nice flights, and we had some disrespecting some bridges, as I like to call it. We flew under them. That's a little bit of disrespect, I think. We misbehaved, whatever you want to call it. So that will definitely do it for today, folks. I greatly appreciate everybody being here for today's flying, and I will see you all Monday, 7:10 Eastern, 11:10 UTC, 12:10 UK, in the Junkers 52. Also, if you didn't hear earlier, I have downloaded Elder Scrolls Online. So maybe in the near future we will do a Elder Scrolls Online stream, just to kind of give you folks, if you've never seen it before. I've never played it before, so I don't know what to expect. But if we might do that on a stream sometime, just for fun and all that. So do enjoy the rest of your Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, early Saturday. Or early Sunday. What am I talking about? Early Saturday. Early Sunday, depending on where you are in the world. I have been and always shall be your host and pilot, Uncle B. Until Monday. Peace. Live long and prosper.